started. We're 17-2, 17-2. Good start. Top 48. We saw that top 50 tournament cruise. Good luck.
All right, so that's a wrap on day one. Had 17-2 sitting in, golly, they caught him today, I think like 82nd place. So a little bit disappointed with it, honestly. You know, 17 pounds sounds like a really good number, and it definitely is. I mean, it's not super easy out here, I'd say, as indicative as the weights might make it seem. But, you know, I definitely think that there's more potential in the areas that I fished today. I'm going to go make that super crazy run back down there again tomorrow. It's definitely going to eat into the fishing time, but I know the potential is there. Got to have a better day tomorrow to keep the Elite Series dream alive, and I'm definitely going to do my best to make it happen. So stay tuned. Let's see if we can make it happen. All right, so that's a wrap. Had a way better day today. Ended up weighing in 20 pounds, 6 ounces, but unfortunately, I had a dead fish. You know, it's very rare that I have a fish die on me, but this one, I caught it out of super deep water, as you saw, first fish of the day. You know, and I think it just had like a heart attack or something when it came up, because, I mean, as soon as I got it in the boat, it was like not doing so great. And I did a good fizz on it, and it's still, you know, it wasn't gonna make it. So unfortunately, that fish ended up dropping my weight from 20 pounds 6 ounces for the day down to 20 pounds 2 ounces, and effectively it made me tie for 40th place in the tournament. So the good news is, made a huge jumped up 42 places. That's 42 points. Definitely kept the Elite Series goal alive for this year, going into the final 3 tournaments. The bad news is I ended up costing myself from that dead fish a $4,000 check just about for, you know, this tournament. So unfortunately that really stinks, but, you know, I'm really grateful to have the points and still be alive in it this late in the season, because I know a lot of people aren't, and that was kind of my goal going into it, is just kind of stay in it until the end and then really make a super hard push as much as I can to try and, you know, get as far up the leaderboard as I can in the Angler of the Year points. Real quick, what I catch my fish on, caught every single fish this week that I weighed in. Half-ounce drop shot. You can see I kind of have a, you know, probably around a 12 to 13 inch leader there. Big size 1 hook. I really like a little bit of a larger hook here. I know some people like a smaller one. I like a larger one. Reason being is, you know, when you do stick that fish, it's going to stay pegged 95% of the time. Whereas if you go with a smaller hook, you might get an extra bite or two a day, but with that smaller hook, they're going to pull off way easier. They're going to jump off, you know, a variety of different things. The hook might even break. So I like to use a bigger hook, better percentage chance, you know, and I did get the bite. I wanted to make sure that I got it in the boat. Fish really clean this week, didn't lose any fish. So really, you know, happy and fortunate about that. Rod and reel, you know it. I use the Lews Elite TI, great rod, medium light, 610. Really good for kind of controlling those smallmouth. You know, good, you know, tip on the end of it's where when you fought that fish and it started digging, you know, it had the play to kind of get in there without actually like pulling the hook out of their mouth. Also, when you set the hook, it kind of loaded up really good with more of a parabolic type of bend. And then the reel, of course, a Team Lews HyperMag. You can tell how much I use this reel right here. I've had it for less than a year now, and I've already started to wear some of the fading off of it there. Fade some of the name, but love it. Great reel, great rod. The next tournament's going to be on Watts Bar in Tennessee. It's stop number 7 of the Bassmaster Elite Qualifier Tour. So really looking forward to that one. It's going to be probably the hardest tournament of the year. You know, so I'm definitely ready for one that is going to be the separator. You know, it's either going to go really, really well, and you know, I'll be able to boost myself up there and get into contention even further for the Elite Series invitation for next year, or you know, obviously go the other way, and it will for a lot of people. If you haven't already, please subscribe and like the channel. You know, I try to put out a lot of content, variety of content, whether it's saltwater fishing, freshwater professional bass tournaments, up north for smallmouth, down south for largemouth, Florida punching, stuff like that. Little tips and tricks, you know, that you can do for your boat and your tackle. So with that, you know, I can't wait for the next tournament. Stay tuned, man. Hopefully we can keep it together and keep the wheels on the bus for the next 3 tournaments and kind of push to contend for the Elite Series invitation. Y'all have a good one.